And we're back for another frozen pizza review. This time, we have this product here that's called Pizza Poppers by a company called Against the Grain. And we found this when shopping at Sprouts grocery store. And I'll bring that page up right here. This is the Sprouts website. And you can see here they're on sale for $5. Normally they're $8. I'm not sure how much we paid for them. There's only 10 of them in the bag. And if I look at the directions in the back, it's telling us to put them in the oven at 425 or use the air fryer. But they say there's no microwave instructions because, well, microwaves are cool. They like, this is what they're writing, they like their bites crispy and perfect. And if you're stubborn, by all means, cook on high for 90 seconds and think about your choices. I love it. That's fantastic. So we're going to put it in the oven or a toaster oven. We'll use an oven. At 425 for 8 minutes. We'll cook all 10 of them here. It says it expires in a year, so this has 12 months in the freezer for you to use it. This comes out of Brattleboro, Vermont. Okay. By a company called Human Co. It's supposed to be better ingredients, no seed oils, and simple ingredients. Let's go ahead and take a look at what they look like, and then we can get them in the oven and start chowing down if they're any good. So once again, I'll just put them out here across the table. They're bigger than a regular pizza roll, but not by much. They definitely seem more filled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's 10 of them. And what a scalloped end they've got on these, huh? So here's hoping this dough isn't too doughy because you're getting a lot of it compared to filling. Let me go throw these in the oven, and then we'll come back and take a look and a taste and see where we're at. Will this become a new favorite? Place your bets. I'll see you in just a second. Here's what the final product looks like out of the oven. There's our 10 Against the Grain pizza, what do they call these? Pizza bites. And they look really promising and they smell like pizza. They don't smell like pizza rolls. That's a good sign. Also, you'll notice they didn't split very much. I caught them just as they start to rupture. You'll notice the vast majority of them did not rupture. So the minute you start to see them rupture, you know they're about ready. The instructions said to cook them for 8 minutes, but add 1 to 3 minutes longer if you like them to be crispy, which I want them to be crispy. So at 8 minutes, they weren't ruptured. At about 9 minutes, they started to rupture. And at 10 minutes, that's where we got to where we're at now. And I went ahead and removed them. So 10 minutes in the oven at 425 is what we used with our oven. And then here's a close-up of what they look like. Now remember, these things are going to be lava hot for a few minutes, so you don't want to dive in right away. Well, they're still hot and I'm waiting for them to cool down. Here's a good close-up of, give you an idea of just how full these are, and then in the palm of my hand, to give you a, if it focuses, a concept of a reference point to size. They're a little tiny bit bigger, not by much, than a regular standard pizza roll that, you know, like Totino's, but they definitely seem more stuffed. Well, you think it's cool enough? I don't know. One way to find out. We'll take a cautionary bite. Not too hot. I'm tasting butter. You got a lot of filling in there. This is one that didn't, you know, rupture. I think it's safe for me to pop the rest of this in my mouth. These are basically flavorless. Unfortunately, they might have a good ingredient list and we might like the values of the company. I appreciated their cooking directions and they knew how to cook their food. I mean, if anybody should know, it's pretty disappointing when you get a frozen pizza and the cooking directions are completely wrong. They nailed it. And when we deal with taste, it's so subjective. What one person thinks is good and another person thinks is overwhelming. Could be the same thing from two different views. These, for me, there's nothing distinctive. I can't pick out pepperoni, I can't pick out cheese, and I can't pick out tomato sauce. When I bite into this, what I'm tasting is a buttery pastry with a pleasant interior, but I wouldn't think it's pizza. Let me think about this while I chew the next one. If nobody told me what this was, blindfolded me and put this in my mouth, what would I think this was? This tastes like a baked ravioli. It's not distinctively pizza to me. It definitely tastes Italian. I'm definitely getting some tomato sauce, but I can't tell what's in it. Is that cheese that I'm tasting? I can't tell. Is that pepperoni? I have no idea. It just tastes like a tomato sauce that's been flavored with those things. Those things don't stand out on their own as cheese or as pepperoni. In fact, if I open one of these up and pull it, I bet you we don't get any cheese pull out of this. It looks like it tastes. It just looks, here, let me give you a close up. What's coming out of this? Now I understand that's kind of the idea. Everything's mixed together in there. But do you see cheese? Because I don't see it. I don't taste it. And it just tastes like it's got a sort of tomatoey filling. Is that pepperoni in there? I guess this little piece of pepperoni that's diced. But it's bland. It really needs something to give it a little depth. It's very flat. We need to, I don't know. The ingredients, I think the portion is off. The amount of tomato sauce to the amount of cheese to the amount of topping with that amount of dough and that little tiny bit of bite you get, it's not balanced. So what you're getting mostly is a flavored tomato sauce. That's not bad, but it doesn't taste like pizza to me. So these are a big no for me. I don't like these because they're not what they say they're supposed to be. What they're trying to be is a pizza roll or a pizza bite, and it doesn't taste like a bite of pizza. So for that, they're failing. Did not meet the expectations that I had. If I make a pizza roll, I would make it differently. I would use a wonton. I would either buy a respectable like Rao's pizza sauce, or I would just get some tomato paste and puree, make my own tomato sauce if I'm, could be bothered. The idea is that this is supposed to be convenient. But if you buy a jarred pasta sauce, or pizza sauce rather, that you like, just out of the jar without doctoring it up, put in some mozzarella cheese. Preferably use a little ball of mozzarella cheese. Don't use the shredded stuff. Put the ball of mozzarella cheese in the tomato sauce. And if you want to, put some pepperoni, cut it into quarters, just a regular slice of pepperoni, cut it into corners, very quick. Shove that inside of the mozzarella bite, or inside of the small mozzarella ball, and then dip that into tomato sauce. Take that out with a spoon, place it into your wonton wrapper. You might need to use a little egg wash to get that to seal at the end. You can use the end of a fork. It makes it look really nice. Pop that in the oven. It's not much harder. It's not like so you buy a package of wontons. You don't have to make the wontons. Buy a jarred sauce that you like, a pizza sauce that you don't have to doctor. And then the trick will be getting, at the grocery store, they sell fresh mozzarella as bites. They're little, almost ping pong ball size or smaller balls of mozzarella. They're typically sold in like snack packs. That would be the perfect amount for one of these. And if you want to go crazy, don't fold the wonton in half. Use two wontons, one for the bottom one for the top. That'll give you that extra filling. And then use a fork and some egg wash to just punch down the ends so they seal. Let me know if you want to see me do that. We'll see how it compares to a frozen pizza. You want to talk about quality ingredients, that's now in your hands. If you want to throw some green peppers in there or mushrooms, you dice those up and throw them in there. You're just going to need some bigger ones. Before you know it, you're going to end up with a calzone. Because I guess, actually, this wouldn't be a calzone. This would be closer to a stromboli. It has a calzone shape, but a stromboli interior. But at the same time, I guess when it gets smaller, it changes name. Stromboli Junior, Stromboli Light, I don't know. I'm not going to finish those. I don't care for them at all. They're just blah, meh. Can I rate it on a scale of 0 to meh? It would be meh. I'm going to give these a rating of a 3. I think they match Totino's, unfortunately. Where Totino's is really good with the pastry, they're not so good. Where Totino's is terrible, in my opinion, with the internal pizza part of it, the guts of it, they're not much better. They're pretty much identical. I don't know why they're promoting, saying they're using healthier ingredients. I should be able to taste it. All right, that's it for this review. Stay tuned. We've got another frozen pizza review coming right up. Bye for now.